we got tea in the morning, hot tea. Woo, it's hot, really hot though. It's milk tea, yeah. It's milk tea I got from Daiso or Tesla Life, I don't remember. Anyways, oh, Tesla Life for sure. And broccoli. I forgot to say this in yesterday's video, but I am so happy with yesterday's game night. Basically, so I was playing One Night Werewolf, which is the game I wanted to play, and I was the minion. Okay, so I was the minion, and I saw who the werewolves were. Okay, so I'm like, okay, good. I'd love to hear it. And as soon as the game starts, okay, people are like claiming what they are, and I go, guys, I'm the troublemaker. Like, they're like, or they asked like, oh, who's the troublemaker? And I was like, I'm the troublemaker. And this is like right after, so I was explaining to them the game, and we'd played a few rounds, and I was like, guys, like, don't always take, I told them this before the game, before this like game I'm talking about. It's like, guys, don't always take the troublemaker's word as like truth, because like, you know, sometimes like, I was saying like, oh, like we swapped these two people's cards, and then that person immediately called out like who the werewolf is. And you know, but I was like, no, what's it called, like, I play it troublemaker in the way that if I swap two people's cards, I will likely lie and be like, no, I swapped these other two people's cards, and then so it like outs 4 people instead of 2 people, you know, stuff like that. So I do that, and that's that. But then literally the next round, so I was not troublemaker, I was a minion. I said I swapped the 2 werewolves. Actually, it took me a second to think who I was gonna swap. I was gonna say I swapped 1 werewolf with a villager, but then I was like, ooh, shoot, because if I swap those 2, then the werewolf could be like, oh, I know who the other werewolf is, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. So I just said I swapped the 2 werewolves, and I was like, yeah, that's what happened, that's what I did. And luckily, no, the troublemaker was not there. And the seer, they viewed the center cards, but they viewed the 2 other center cards that wasn't the troublemaker. So they were like, okay, like, I guess we believe her, you know, like, okay. So yeah, so they were like, okay, like, I guess she's not the troublemaker, I don't know. Or I guess she is the troublemaker. And I was like, yeah, guys, I'm the troublemaker, I swapped those 2. And so I was like, but now you guys can be like honest on who is what, you know, like, because you're not what you once were and you're not what you once were. And I was really hoping they weren't gonna just out each other, because that would be so weird. So I see one of the werewolves I was facing, she goes to the other werewolf, and I'm like, yes, they know, they're aware. And so the one werewolf is like, oh, I was a villager, so he's a villager. And I was like, are you sure? Like, you don't have to lie. And then she was like, yeah, I'm sure. And I'm like, okay, so you're confirmed villager. And then he was like, yeah, I am. He was like, wait, so I'm not the tanner anymore? Which there was a tanner in the game, but he wasn't gonna come out and say, guys, what do you mean I'm the tanner? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So the actual tanner stayed quiet for a bit. He actually eventually was like, guys, I'm the tanner. And all of us were like, so you're not. But he was the actual tanner. So I was like, wait, guys, we can't vote him. We can't vote him. So I was like, he's a minion. He's a freaking minion. And I'm like, so I was like, guys, okay, we cleared 3 people out of all of us. And it was the minions and the 2 werewolves. It was such a good game. And so immediately they stopped like talking about it. Some people were like suspicious of me. They were like, like, she could have lied. I don't think they realized that like I completely lied, and I'm just not the troublemaker at all. But let me turn on this light so I'm not just like in the shadow. Oh, that's so much better. So I was like, yeah. And then the next round, I don't know if it was the next round, but one of the rounds later, I was the werewolf. So this is my first time being the werewolf in a while. So I was werewolf, and they asked me, like, they were going around like asking, oh, who's who, and like people who were claiming villager. My hope was that because there's so many people claiming villager, my hope was that so many people were claiming villager, nobody even asked what I was. But unfortunately that's not the case. So they go around and they're like, guys, who's the villager? Or like, and then somebody looks at me and goes, what are you? And I just go, I'm not gonna say. Like, I don't have to say. I'm not gonna say. And I was really quiet that round. Usually I'm like a big yapper, especially since I knew the game. So I was like talking. And this round I'm just like, no, like, I don't know, what am I? You know? Like, and everyone was like, she's being quiet. If she was it, she would be talking. And then people were like, that's so suspicious. She's definitely the tanner. And I was like, am I? Am I the tanner? I don't know. Like, and I was the werewolf. So immediately they were like, okay, so we're not voting her. And I'm like, okay, like, don't vote me then. Like, what? You know? Which immediately they knew I was suspicious AF. And this is also the case. My food is done. This is also the case of like, they knew, or like the tanner knew I was bluffing, because the tanner knows that they're the tanner. They know I'm not the tanner. So I think whoever, at some point were like, oh, she's the, what is it called? The minion, and she wants to die for the werewolf. So I'm like literally that entire round. I was also eating. I made cookies last night, so I wanted to eat my cookies. I actually didn't eat any of them until it was like the last one, because I thought I was gonna have leftovers. And they're like, Courtney, did you eat one? I'm like, no. And they're like, oh girl, go get one right now. So they got me a cookie. I was eating and I was drinking my Diet Coke, and I just was like into my eating. I didn't really want to talk that round, and which was good anyways, because I was the werewolf. So they didn't think. And luckily the other werewolf was very like, he just seemed innocent, so nobody really suspected him. He was one of the people claiming villager, and then was not, like, he was claiming villager, and people were like, oh, like, out of the people who are all villagers, like, somebody's lying, but like, he was pretty good at lying and being like, no, I'm actually a villager, like, I don't have anyone to confirm it, but I am, you know. I was like, dang, you look so innocent right now. And then there was a minion. I didn't realize there was a minion, but the minion was literally like, we were like, oh, what are you? And he goes, guys, you got me. Like, he was giving very much either minion or tanner vibes, but that's okay, because it didn't stray away from the fact that I was the werewolf and I was fake minion or tanner. So yeah, but it was so fun. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, so that was my game recap of my 2 good plays. It's not safe. It's not safe. I can promise you that.
Are you that Siri? Hey Dylan.
Heads or tails?
Flip the coin.
Okay, but no, I promise you it's the bomb.
Alright, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust us. It's
Guys,
totally the bomb.
it's a bomb.
It's the bomb.
Guys, it's the bomb.
It's the
It's
bomb.
the bomb.
I got it.
It actually is a bomb though. I'm not lying.
No, she's not lying.
I'm really not lying. I've been playing an honest game so far.
Under
It's a
2
bomb.
cards there's a bomb, or over 2 cards there's a bomb.
I'm gonna head it with the
You
under.
hear me? Okay. Good choice. Good choice.
Oh, well, now it's definitely.
No, good shuffle. Good shuffle.
Good shuffle. Good
Wait,
shuffle.
have we been taking up?
Wait, this guy. Wait, Mom! Hey, yeah, bro. Another camera. Fuck, too short.
I checked him. He's
Solid,
Tanner, then Insomniac's
solid.
right here. Insomniac's right there.
Where's what's the other middle
What's the
one?
other one?
Yeah, Tanner.
Wait,
Smile. Oh. Wait. Recognize this as face. That's a face. Wait, I can click on it.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh, it's kind of blurry though. I can't. Wait.
oh shit.
Smile.
Dude, I think 2 cards is like this is the defuse one. But usually,
So if you have a bunch of like dead.
that's the purpose of it. Who wants the first card?
Oh, wait. Let me. Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Smile. Good. Vince. Focus on you.
Dude, it was like.
Stop it. That's bullshit.
Bye!
Don't you? It's a.
So I got a dip.
Your play?
Right, die.
You have a card.
Hold on.
Really?
Oh, some random, some random.
Wait, some random actually.
He just felt self-inserting into conversations being obnoxious. We started.
Okay, so today I played volleyball. Okay, and she is bruised up. I don't know how well you can see this. Oh, my camera is about to die. Let me change the battery real quick. Okay, so what's it called today? Yeah, played volleyball. Got bruised up. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's some bruising on my arm on both sides. Only on the arm I serve with though, so probably from serving. What's it called? Did that. I need to get in bed. And then after, did some homework, took a shower, then I hung out with friends. Sorry, I'm like actively getting ready for bed, or like getting settled in bed, and I need to grab all my stuff before. I will say it was fun. What's it called? To play volleyball, but I was really not touching the ball all too much, but it was fun. And then after homework and stuff, I went to go hang out with the same people I played volleyball with, and what did we do? We played games. I was like, guys, let's play One Night Werewolf. Like, that was so fun. And they were like, yes, like we want to play. So I was like, okay, tonight. We're like, yeah. So we got one night, we played some of that, or I brought Exploding Kittens. I think I left Exploding Kittens there, but we played some Exploding Kittens before everyone got there. Then we played One Night Werewolf. It was really fun. And then we watched Adventures. It was so fun. Finally got to watch people that I wanted to watch with. What was I gonna say? Oh, basically, I'm gonna spill some tea, because when it was happening, I didn't really know what to think about it, but now I know what to think about it. So basically, this guy who I would say I would not date him. Like, I don't know, he's very much not my type in guys that I date. So I was like, yeah, but both of us have like decently flirty personalities, to a point where we were like just amplifying each other's out. So we were doing all that, and yeah, so I was like, ooh, it feels weird, because I want to be single right now, not because like oh, I want to like, you know, see where people can go with different people, but more just like, I just don't want to date anyone right now. I feel like I've been in that mindset, or like in a mindset of dating people and like putting other people before my own needs for like far too long, that it's gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, no more. Like, she's gonna be single for a bit. So yeah, no, I found out, and I was like worried, because like we were like decently flirty with each other. We have talked about it though, and we both have agreed that we have very flirty personalities, and I was like a little worried, because I'm like, okay, I can't tell if like he knows that it's just because we have flirty personalities, even though we talked about it. I'm like, I don't know what he thinks. Come to find out, he is talking to someone else. So that's a relief. I was like making sure I'm not stepping on any toes. I was like, I don't want to. He's like, no, it's okay. Like, I have boundaries with the girl, and like she knows like how I am and stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's good. So, you know, I trust that he knows what he can and cannot do when it revolves like just talking. Like, we're literally, the only thing that like we do that's like flirty is we like talk. And when I was watching a scary movie and the Adventures, I had my legs on him, because the way we were sitting, like I like sitting with my legs stretched out, and then he was having to sit because we had to squish, so I had to put my legs on top of his. So I felt weird finding out that he was dating someone. I was like, oh shoot, like I hope I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. But no, found out I'm not, so that's good. But yeah, so now that I know though, I love being a Little Wing Woman, so I'm gonna try my best, because he like was like, oh, I need some help with this one thing. I'm like, oh, I got you, don't you worry. So give him some ideas, you know, brainstorm, all that stuff. I love helping. What's it called? I think it just comes from me like liking the actions of being a partner, but like I love making stuff, I love giving stuff, I love coming up with the ideas. So I think when my friends are like in relationships, I really like to help them. I hope it's not like overbearing sometimes, but I do like to help them. So he was like, I do need help, and I'm like, yes, I got you, don't you worry. Obviously I'm not gonna come up with like the ideas and stuff, but I'll help him brainstorm in the sense of like, oh, what kind of stuff does she like? And if he's like, oh, she likes this, I'll be like, oh, okay, like what other stuff, how can you like merge something up, you know, stuff like that. So I love doing that, it's my favorite thing. But yeah, no, so today was really fun. Played one night, less people, not as big as a game night as the original. It was an impromptu game night. It was fun. But yeah, I'm so glad we got to watch Adventures. I love that movie. So yeah, but I feel like I haven't talked about me having a flirty personality on here, but I will say I think it's interesting that I have like, okay, well, me personally, I didn't really see it as a flirty personality for a while. Like I don't know, I just like, I didn't really see it as a flirty personality because I've had it for so long. Like this is just the way I am with people. And then I think somewhere in between when I was dating Caleb and when I wasn't dating Caleb, like people started viewing like the way I am around people as like flirty, and I guess like because I'm not taken anymore, it's like, oh, like she actually is flirting with people as opposed to like being really friendly, you know, because at least when I was being like the same way when I was with Caleb, people could be like, oh, she's being like friendly because like she's not flirting with them because she's dating. So I think that what is it called, like, just, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of, it's been weird to me coming to find out that people think I have a flirty personality. But that's that. But no, today was really fun. Besides the fact that I'm bruised up from volleyball, yeah, no, it was fun. I had a lot of joy just like hanging out with peeps. And yeah, I had work this morning. It was just kind of slow, but it was fine. So yeah, it's been a good day. And tomorrow I think I'm just gonna rest. I don't have anything to do, so we'll see what happens. I do want to make more broccoli. It's so good. I had it for breakfast this morning. Anywho, I want to go to bed because it is early in the morning. Not 7, well, it's 5:24. So I'm gonna go. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more, you know what to say to you. Bye! I just want to say, it sounds really bad that I was like flirting with someone and just to find out like they were dating someone. I mean, they're not official, so they're not like committed, but like, yeah, I don't know. We both established early on that we were just flirty people, so